We've been engaging with credit union leaders in the US for over the last year. We're working and talking about open banking, improving the friction they feel with integration. And I'm keen to hear your perspectives on the trust breaches I had. What do you think it's going to take to change this dynamic? Paolo, would you lead us off?
Okay. Well, it's a trust breach at many levels. In the sense, yes, there is technology involved, but before technology is involved, well, why didn't they tell you that there was a third party? Today we are living in a world of instant communications. You know, you are reachable through several channels, maybe not the secure channels that banks in general and financial institutions want, but if it's to tell you, look, when you sign up, this is what is going to happen, doesn't take much, right? So there is a breach, I think, at organizational level before technology. Now, when that happens, the technology breach feels worse because you feel that, oh yeah, well, you get this agreement to sign. You feel that if you don't sign it, you're not going to go anywhere. Okay. So you say, well, look, so I'm kind of bullied into doing this thing, but I don't want my data to go into the hands of a third party I don't know. Now, if I wanted to work with another third party, and then I'm asked, do you really want to work with that third party? And I would say, yes, that's fine. I'm happy. But it's this kind of feeling of, what is going on here? Mm-hmm. Somebody's making money on me, because there's always that in the back of your mind, somebody making money on my data, am I part of a mega statistic, So to me, the failure really is a failure of privacy or privacy, as we say in Europe. But is it at that level first, and then how do we fix it? It's not the end of the world. Okay, simple email saying this is what is going to happen. We'll probably fix most of it. Okay, and then obviously we're expert in integration technologies, so we can fix all the pipelines that make all the data travel the right way and the security associated to that. But that's kind of, I'm not saying it's easy because it's not, but is something that can be done, in a fairly straightforward way.
Thank you. Torqueto, what do you think?
Let me push the technology now. As a good architect.
That's the door I've opened.
Yeah. So credit unions are not old, but the software that they are using, it's kind of outdated, right? And they are relying on those third parties, which probably they make money over data, which worth money, right? So this is a problem this is a friction problem. First, you're open up an account with a credit union, and this credit union is transfer you to a third party that you don't know. So there's friction. In some perspective, you can lose the customer right there. So you are adding friction. And this is a very simple technology problem to solve if you own your technology. And this is the paradox. So parts of the credit union don't own their technology. And they assume that the open banking paradox, which is almost a bad word now. So, open banking, oh my God, it's open banking. So open banking and owning an open banking strategy means less friction, less third parties in the middle of your customers and you. Credit union members' data, right? So you own you own your members' data. You're not going to transfer this to a third party, right? And technology can enable, and it's not that hard, right? So modernizing legacy becomes a very complex and bad word, especially for credit unions that don't have the talent to do it. And I divide those 30 parties into 30 parties that want to hold credit unions like a third party and make them depend on them, and the 30 parties that want to free the credit unions from those burdens, to have them and to really back them to this technology and enable them to actually do open banking, which is owning your strategy, remove friction for your members, and in fact, share data in and out, because a customer, a credit union member, will have banking accounts in the big four. They will have banking accounts in other institutions. It's natural. Digital banks, digital wallets, come on, it's 2025, right? I have it, you have it, Paulo have it. We travel all around the world. So we are looking for the best service. Credit unions have this community-centric, which it's being divided by a third party. Why? It's all about community and trust. So I start the journey of my member by bringing the trust. So just because I want to have a third party because I don't want to own my strategy, right? It's not rocket science. Open bank is not a rocket science. It's a bunch of APIs, right?
And what you do with them.